Hi, I'm Tiffany Espinosa, and welcome to Flip Time from Children's Museum Houston. Flip is an exciting program created for children and the grown-ups who take care of them. Flip stands for Family Literacy Involvement Program, and it was developed especially for you by Children's Museum Houston to encourage your love of reading and learning. Today we're going to be exploring a flip kit by reading the story that's inside and doing the activity that is connected to it. Let's go pick out our kit now. So let's pick out the kit that we'll be using today. We have so many kits here at our kiosk. Kits for different ages and in different languages and about different themes. This kit is called Baabaasheep Quartet. And it has an orange tag, which means that it's for kids in grades kindergarten through first grade, but kids of any age can enjoy it. And we'll be exploring the themes of language, reading, and comprehension. Let's take a look at what's inside of our kit. Baabaasheep Quartet. What a funny title. I can't wait to see what is inside. Well, there's our book that we're going to be reading. And we have our instructions to help us do the activity. And here are our materials. We have toilet paper tubes, pipe cleaners, scissors. I even see googly eyes, cotton balls, black pom-poms, construction paper. I have black, pink, and purple, pencils, and glue. Well, I think that's all we're going to need. Our next story is The Baabaasheep Quartet by Leslie Elizabeth Watts. And in this story, we will meet Wayland, Wolcott, Eugene, and Lambert, 4 sheep from the country who move to a big city and have to find their way. The Baabaasheep Quartet. Once, 4 sheep retired from the farm and went to live in the city. The first few weeks, they were excited about their new life. They decorated their apartment. They ate in fancy restaurants. They attended the opera. But try as they might, they did not quite fit in. There must be more to the city life than this, Wolcott said over porridge one morning as he sighed deeply. We need to find a way to belong, said Lambert. Eugene tapped the table with his hoof. We need a job, he said. Wayland stopped humming into his orange juice. But it has to be something we can do well. They looked through the newspaper. The 4 found a job with Lloyd's Lawn Care Company. Unfortunately, Wolcott clipped more than just the grass. I'm sorry, said Lloyd at the end of the day, but I won't be able to give you any more work tomorrow. Oh. What is Wolcott doing? He's over there eating the grass instead of cutting it. And eating the flowers too. Oh no, those poor tulips. Eugene suggested knitting sweaters for babies at the hospital, right? Because they have wool. Unfortunately, the hospital wasn't expecting any babies with 4 legs. I'm sorry, said the director, but I don't think we can use those here. What about hats? Asked Lambert. The director didn't think so. Oh no, what's wrong with their sweaters? Their sweaters have legs instead of 2 arms. And they have horns on their hats. Oh no. Lambert thought they needed exercise. They joined the Greenview Lawn Bowling League. Unfortunately, their hooves made a few holes in the lawn. Oh, look at all of those holes that they made. I'm sorry, said the team manager, but we won't be able to invite you back next week. They're making more of a mess than they are helping, aren't they? The 4 sheep walked home in the rain. Waylon noticed a sign stapled to a lamppost. He pulled it down and folded it carefully. I wonder what it says. At dinner, no one spoke. Just before dessert, Waylon cleared his throat. I hope you don't mind, he said rather nervously, but I have an idea. He brought out the sign and unfolded it. Most of the words were still clear. Eugene, Lambert, and Wolcott carefully read every word. Can you read what it says? It says something with a Baabaasheep Quartet contest. Saturday, August 14th, City Concert Hall at 6 p.m. Everyone welcome. Great big prizes. At last, Eugene began to smile. But of course, he cried, a Baabaasheep Quartet. There are 4 of us and we are all sheep. Everyone knows that sheep sing beautifully. Wolcott was delighted. Why didn't we think of it before? Lambert clapped his hooves. We'll have a chance to meet other sheep in the city. We'll be sure to fit in. Waylon beamed. Of course, he said. We'll have to practice. A Baabaasheep Quartet? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Have you? Is that what that said? See what happens. The friends practiced every day. They sang in the shower and in front of the sink. They sang on the balcony. Ba 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 ba. They sang as they shopped. Ba 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 ba. They even placed a long-distance call to their old friends on the farm. They practiced all day, everywhere they went. On Saturday, the 4 sheep took a taxi to the city concert hall. I don't see any other sheep, whispered Lambert. If we're the only contestants, Eugene told him, then we'll definitely win. There certainly are a lot of people in striped jackets, said Wolcott. Look at the striped jackets. Let's not dilly-dally, said Waylon. The contest starts in 10 minutes. They're the only sheep at a Baabaasheep Quartet contest. And everyone else is dressed so differently from them. I wonder why that is. As they entered the concert hall, Eugene stopped in his tracks. Wolcott gulped. Lambert gasped. Waylon looked sheepish. I guess I made a mistake, he said. No wonder there are no other sheep, said Eugene. This is a contest for people who work in barber shops. Barbershop Quartet. People with mustaches, said Wolcott. People who cut hair. We don't fit in here either, Lambert said miserably. We'll have to go home. Wait, said Waylon. I have an idea. I wonder what Waylon is up to. Look, he's got some paper, some scissors, some glue. Now they're all wearing mustaches. Oh my gosh. And that's lipstick. Look what he did with the lipstick to their jackets. He painted stripes on them. Wow. A few minutes later, the Baabaasheep Quartet was on the stage. Although the 4 sheep were nervous, they sang beautifully and received a standing ovation. They sang 3 encores before they were declared the grand prize winners. Wow. Waylon was so happy that he wept just a little. Unfortunately, his tears melted the glue that held his mustache in place. As the sheep mounted the stage to collect their award, the mustache slipped to the floor and the audience fell silent. Everyone is shocked to see that they're not people, that they're sheep. What will they do? What will they say? For a moment, Waylon stood gazing at them. He was petrified. He didn't know what to do. Then he decided. He ran, but before Waylon got far, one of the judges called after him. "Excuse me, Mr. Sheep, you've forgotten your prize." Waylon stopped running and turned around. Everyone in the audience was smiling. He was amazed. No one seemed to care that the 4 friends were sheep. No one minded that their mustaches were false, their hats were made of paper, and that their stripes were painted with lipstick. The only thing that mattered was how well they sang. Waylon was filled with joy. He made a little bow, and the audience clapped and cheered and stamped their feet. From that day on, the Baabaasheep Quartet was a great success. They were invited to tour the finest concert halls in the world. They met many interesting people who were always glad to see them. They never encountered any other singing sheep, but wherever they went, whenever they sang, they never again worried about fitting in. The end. Do you remember the different jobs that the 4 friends took when they moved to the big city? There was one where they went to work in the lawn, cutting the lawn, watering the grass. What kind of things happened at the different jobs that they took? What went wrong? When they were cutting the lawn, one of them, I think it was Wolcott, he was eating up the flowers, and his boss didn't take too kindly to that. When they were working at the hospital knitting sweaters, what went wrong there? Instead of knitting sweaters with 2 arms, they knitted sweaters with 4 legs, as if the babies were baby sheep. And they knitted hats with horns, right? And their boss didn't take too kindly to that either. What does it mean to be treated fairly? When you're treated fairly, someone is being kind to you, telling you how to do something, helping you with your mistakes, giving you a chance to fix your mistakes. Were they treated fairly at their jobs? I remember when Wolcott was eating those flowers, his boss didn't tell him what he did wrong, and he didn't give him a chance to do better the next time. That happened over and over again in this story. What about when they were on stage and they were singing in the Baabaasheep Quartet? Did the audience treat them fairly then, when they found out that they were not people, that they were actually sheep? I think so. The people, when they saw them, they were surprised to find out that they were sheep, but they knew that they sung well, that they sang the best. And so they gave them the prize. They gave them the honor of being the winners of the contest. They respected their talent. They respected their hard work. Now in this story, the 4 friends, they tried lots of different things. Some things they didn't do too well. And then finally something that they ended up doing very well. But I noticed something very interesting. They only tried cutting the lawn one time. They only tried knitting sweaters one time. But when they were trying to sing, what did they do? Every day, all day, at any chance they had, what were they doing? They were practicing. When you have a new task, a new skill that you're trying to learn, whether it's tying your shoe or riding a bicycle, it might be very hard to do at first. It might be difficult for you to learn how to do it, and you might not do it very well to begin with. But if you keep practicing and you do not give up, you'll find that you can do it very well. And that's what our four friends did. Every single day, all day long, they practiced. They sang in the shower. They sang in the bathroom. They sang on the way to do their shopping. They sang on the phone to their friends. They practiced every single day. And they won the contest by being the best, by being the most practiced, the most skilled. So today, we're going to be making our own barbershop or Baabaasheep Quartet. We have lots of different materials that we're going to be using today. You can go around your house and look for some of these materials so that you can make your own Baabaasheep Quartet. We have some toilet paper rolls. You can get toilet paper rolls or paper towel rolls and cut them down to smaller rolls. We have some cotton balls. Sheep are woolly. These are cotton, so we're going to be using that for our wool. We have some black pom-poms for their tails, some pipe cleaners for their legs, googly eyes, pencils, glue, scissors, and some construction paper. We're going to need the construction paper to make their faces, their ears, and some bow ties. And you can use any color paper for their bow ties, whatever you like. I'm using purple, and I'm using pink for their ears. I have a little template that's going to be helping me to cut out my shapes, but it's pretty easy. They're just ovals for our ears, and then we have a half oval for the face, and this is really kind of two triangles put together to make a bow tie. So you can cut out those shapes to put onto your sheep. So let's get started with our toilet paper roll. This would be our sheep's body, this tube. We can get a pipe cleaner and wrap it around the body, and we'll twist it to secure it in place, and then we'll bend out the ends to make feet. And we'll do it again with the second pipe cleaner. Twist it around, and then bend the ends to look like feet. And let's see if it stands up. Yeah, great, perfect. So now to make our sheep's wool, we'll be using the cotton. So here's our cotton balls. And some glue. So now let's spread glue all over our toilet paper tube, and we'll just stick cotton balls all around. And be careful not to get too much glue on your working surface. It's kind of messy. Looks good. All right, so now we're going to be making our face. So remember I said that our face is this half or semi-oval shape right here. We'll be making that out of the color black. I'll just go ahead and cut out my template. So now we'll just trace, or you can just draw the face of your sheep in that half oval shape or semi-oval shape, and then we'll cut it out. If you need any help cutting, make sure that you ask your grown-up for help, but it's always good to try and do it yourself. You know, try to get a little bit of practice, because remember what happened with Waylon, Wolcott, Eugene, and Lambert? They practiced until they got it perfect. So a little practice cutting will help you to improve your skills at cutting. All right, so here we have it. We have our face for our sheep, and we can glue it right here onto the front like that. So let's add some more glue. I'll add it right here to the very top, just a little strip, and we'll glue it to the tube. Let it sit there so it can dry. Okay. Then I have some googly eyes. I love googly eyes. These make everything fun. So we'll be gluing that to our face. Here we have another eye. Perfect. There you go. All right, and now we're going to be cutting out the ears. So again, I'm going to use my template, but it's fairly easy. You just need 2 ovals for ears. Just draw ovals onto your pink paper or whatever color paper you decide to use for your sheep's ears. Here's my pink paper. All right, so there are my ears, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut them out. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and glue our 2 ears onto our sheep. All right, so let's put our ears on either side of our sheep's body. Like so. This is coming together really nicely, isn't it? I think so. So now we have, oh yeah, our black pom-pom. What were we using this for? Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna make a tail. So let me turn it around so you can see the back side. Oh, Lambert. So let's get some glue. And we're gonna add his tail. Lovely. Now we just need that one last finishing touch to make him officially a member of a Baabaasheep Quartet. He needs a bow tie. So here I have my template. And remember, if you don't have a template, the bow tie is fairly simple to make. It's just 2 triangles. So I'll fill it in so you can see how the triangles fit there. It's just 2 triangle shapes, and you cut out the outside of it. Okay, I have a template that I can trace, so I will cut that out now. There's my bow tie template. I'm all done with my template paper now, and I will trace that onto my purple paper, but you can use any color paper you like. If you want red or blue, orange, any color you like for your Baabaasheep Quartet. I think it would be a good idea to have them in matching bow ties though, since they're all in a quartet together. we'll cut out the bow tie. See it? Both sides. And that's my little Lambert, first member of my Baabaasheep Quartet. So I've just shown you how to make your first member of your Baabaasheep Quartet. Feel free to make 3 more to round out your group. You can use your sheep to act out the story, show them moving from the country to the big city, how they got their jobs, the mistakes they made on their jobs, and then how they practiced and worked their way to winning the Baabaasheep Quartet contest and became world famous. So another thing that you can do after reading this story and making your Baabaasheep Quartet is to listen to a bit of music. You can find CDs at the Houston Public Library, looking up different quartets, barbershop quartets, or you can go online on YouTube and look up barbershop quartet or quartet and actually watch and listen to the music of barbershop quartets. They are great fun. I hope you will enjoy it. And remember, when you finish making anything that you've done with us with our flip kits, please share it with us on Instagram. Take a picture, go on Instagram and tag us at Children's Museum Houston or hashtag FlipKitCMH. We can't wait to see what you've done. Thank you so much for joining me today and exploring our flip kits. Remember, you can visit your Houston Public Library to discover more flip kits. With over 250 kits in our catalog, the love of learning and reading can go on and on. Bye-bye.